Good morning and welcome to this week's Duchenne Method newsletter. In last Monday's class, we focused on addiction and consumption. I thought it might be a good sequel this week to explore how to focus our attention to help us in balancing our body-minds. Focused attention has incredible benefits, from strengthening the interconnected fibers in the brain that are responsible for resilience and to promote neurogenesis in the hippocampus. That's the area responsible for memory integration and learning. Focused attention is a powerful ingredient in the recipe for personal effectiveness. Human history is filled with the inspiring achievements of people who were able to maintain a laser-sharp focus on their goals. When we bathe our priorities and intentions in attention, we empower them. We allow what matters most to us to drive what we think, do, and feel. By the same token, when we fail to keep our attention focused on our priorities and intentions, we deprive ourselves of their positive influence. We stray from what matters most, and we suffer the consequences. I'm sure you've heard the story about an old Cherokee Indian who's teaching his grandson about life. A battle is going on inside each of us, he tells his grandson. It's a terrible fight between two strong wolves. One wolf is evil, the other is good. The grandson thinks about this for a minute, then he asks his grandfather, which wolf wins? The wise old Cherokee answers, the one you feed. If we look at paying attention as a skillful mean, and a skillful mean is a tool designed to enhance mindful specificity. For example, paying attention in this case would be considered a skillful mean. Which wolf are you paying attention to in your life? What story are you focused on feeding in your life? Is it a story that has you convinced that you're too busy to pay attention? Is the story that you already are too distracted and you just can't seem to slow down long enough to smell the roses, so to speak? Just because your story is running its game and numbers around you doesn't mean that that story is the truth. Our story is oftentimes a blind side, a belief that supports our stuckness, that we're stuck in this place and we can't get out. And of course, when we're feeling stuck, we can't focus on anything else. It's all consuming. Learning to focus is a skill which enables you to fix your attention on one single thought or activity while at the same time excluding everything else from your awareness. With the power of focus, you conserve your energies and do not dissipate them on irrelevant thoughts or activities. This is why developing concentration is vital for anyone aspiring to be more efficient and to take charge of their lives. This skill is essential for every kind of success. Without it, you scatter your energy and waste time, but with it, you can accomplish great things. This ability plays an important role in meditation, gaining mental mastery, and attaining peace of mind. Without it, the mind jumps restlessly from one thought to another, not allowing you to meditate properly, and it deprives you of your inner peace. Can you see why it's so important and worthwhile to develop and improve the ability to concentrate? Practicing focusing your attention sharpens the mind and also calms your body. To develop this power, you will need to train and exercise it, just like anything else. With a little planning, desire, and motivation, you can always find the time to exercise your mind each day, no matter how busy you are. And to help you get started, I have a few tips for you. Number 1, assess your mental focus prior to beginning a focused or attentive exercise. Before you start working toward improving your mental focus, you might want to begin by assessing how strong your mental focus is at the present moment. Your focus is good if you find it easy to stay alert. You set goals and break up tasks into smaller parts. If you take short breaks, then get back to work. Your focus needs work if you tend to daydream regularly. You can't tune out distractions. You lose track of your progress. If the first set of statements seems more your style, then you probably have a fairly good concentration. You have fairly good concentration skills, and you could be even stronger with a little bit more practice. If you identify more with the second set of statements, then you probably need to work on your mental focus a little bit more. Now, it might take some time, but practicing some good habits and being mindful of your distractibility can really help. And finally, we talked about this last week, work on eliminating distractions. As I mentioned in other videos, not all distraction comes from outside sources. Exhaustion, worry, anxiety, poor motivation, those can be difficult to control. A few strategies you might want to try to minimize or eliminate internal distractions are to make sure you are well rested prior to the task and to use the philosophy of possibility to fight off anxiety and worry. Simply repeat to yourself, as if it were a short mantra, I can do this. This is totally doable. All I have to do is to start slowly with one task and then move on from there. This is within my realm of possibility. All I have to do is take the first step and repeat from there. And finally, limit your focus. While multitasking might seem like a great way to get a lot done quickly, it turns out that we are actually bad at it because our brains can only do one thing at a time. Juggling multiple tasks cuts down on your productivity, slows you down, and even lowers your IQ. Think of your attention as a spotlight. If you shine that spotlight on one particular area, you can see things very clearly. If you were to try to spread that same amount of light across a large dark room, you might instead only glimpse at the shadowy outlines. Learning to focus your attention is all about making the most of the resources you have available. As you begin to practice, remember, open up to receptivity. Be receptive to the possibility of focusing, of really investing energy in paying attention. Remember that specificity is key. The more specific you are, the easier it will be to focus and pay attention. Remember to accept moments of vulnerability. You might not be great at it initially, and allow yourself the time slowly to move into it. Also, soften your edges. Don't be so hard on yourself. Be kinder, more loving to yourself. And remember that showing up is enough. Begin with showing up. Focus on what's possible for you. And remember that words of love and support toward yourself are essential as you work on developing your practice. For access to all of my weekly talks, you can visit my YouTube channel at Art of Alignment Academy. Join us this coming Monday, August 31st at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at the Duchenne Method Facebook group page, where we will be taking a deeper dive into this topic. And I'd really love to have you as part of the conversation. For access to all of my weekly talks, you can look me up on YouTube at the Art of Alignment Academy. You can also, if you feel inspired, if you want to connect directly with me, if you have questions about mind-body alignment, if you're feeling a little off in your life, if something's not quite in harmony with where you are, you can book an appointment with me. I continue to offer free 30-minute consultations to discuss anything pertaining to mind-body alignment. And finally, if you're suffering from physical pain, whether it's back pain, or if you're recovering from a surgery, if you feel off in your body or out of alignment, you can book a session with me and we can work on realigning your physical structure and process emotion through the body to help you get out of pain and become more whole. I really hope to see you on Monday on our Facebook Live. I'm broadcasting from my Facebook group page, The Duchenne Method. I also broadcast from my personal page, Anne-Marie Duchenne, and as well from my YouTube channel, Art of Alignment Academy. As always, I send you many blessings. Have a wonderful week. Thank you for being part of the Duchenne family, Duchenne Method family. I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate your time. Until next time. And for more information, you can always visit my website at artofalignmentacademy.com. Feel free to reach out to me. Leave a comment on YouTube. And if you're so called to subscribe to my YouTube channel, that really helps me. It's all about the algorithms of YouTube, and I'm really trying to get my message out there into the world. So if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, that really helps me to get more attention from others. Many blessings. See you next week. Have a wonderful week.